MiddleEasy.com, here with Miesha Tate. Miesha, you getting tired of doing this media yet?
It's been a long couple days, and it's like every week they have me traveling somewhere else to do some kind of media and PR, but it's just what we need because the women need this exposure and we've been asking for it. We've been asking for the support, so this is just some of, a piece that comes with it, and I'm definitely happy to do it. If it's going to help increase our ratings or sell the fight, then I'm all for it.
Do you feel like the media has been instigating stuff between you and Ronda, or has that happened enough on its own?
I don't think they need to instigate, it's there. It's, public information on Twitter, she's constantly talking trash and, whatever else, and it's just going to come to a point where she has to own up to all that, she's putting a lot of pressure on herself whether she realizes it or not, because in order to be that kind of a fighter where you're constantly talking trash and saying things that are just ridiculously absurd, you have to be able to perform in the cage just as well as you talk trash, otherwise people are going to lose a lot of respect for you and they're going to lose it quickly. It's easier to be a humble fighter and people will respect you for your wins and your losses as you take them graciously, versus, Ronda coming in here and floating her own boat, you know what I mean? That's a pretty quick way to get people to say, like, she talks a way bigger game than she can perform, or whatever. So we'll see what she can bring March 3rd.
You talked about being humble. How important is it for you to, remain classy and cordial when you see Ronda at events like this?
I ignore Ronda. I don't talk to her. I don't have anything to say to her, because I don't agree with a lot of the things that she said, and she says it's not personal for her, but yet she's making it personal for me, and she don't realize what she's getting herself into. It's one thing to talk trash about me, but then to talk trash about any of my loved ones or people that are important to me, seems like it's just taking it way too far. And I lost a lot of respect for her. I used to admire her for what she had done as an athlete and being an up-and-coming fighter at 145. I thought it was great, but there's an amount of respect that I feel is deserved in becoming a champ. I didn't ask for this undeservingly. You know what I mean? I worked my way up here. I earned my position, and that in itself, I think, should garner at least a little bit of respect on her end. And I don't feel like I'm getting it, so I'm definitely not going to give it back to her.
And what are you training to prepare for? Are you going in there for the knockout? Are you going in there to dominate this fight on the ground? I don't want you to give up the game plan, but what do you want in your head to go in there and happen on March 3rd?
My main goal is just to frustrate her and break her will, because it all boils down to your mental toughness. When at the end of the day, we're both skilled, we both have things that we're really good at doing, moves that we can do, counters and offense and defense, and we both are going to bring our own skill sets to the table, but I think what really is going to make the difference in this fight is the mental preparation, the mental attitude, and the mental strength and power. And I know that I'm one of the most stubborn people I have ever met. I have no quit in me. I've been knocked out. I've had my nose broken in my very first fight. I got kneed in the face as an amateur, and I was bleeding everywhere, and that didn't stop me. A lot of men, I think, would have quit at that point. Your nose is smashed and blood's pouring everywhere, and yet I'm still fighting more viciously than ever because I'm just that kind of person. The more you hurt me, the more you push me, the more pressure, the better I do. And I think that makes for an awesome champion, and I intend to stay the champ as long as possible, and I definitely don't want to give my belt to Ronda.
I wanted to ask, how's the weight cut going? You look great. If you don't mind if I could do a little pan up, you're looking fabulous.
It's going really good. I'm walking at about 143 pounds right now and feeling really lean, and cardio's great, everything in shape, and so I feel good. It's not gonna be a problem. I've made it many times before, and I don't feel I'm a super big 135 pounder. So I've actually considered, I told Sean Shelby if he ever brought in the 125 that I would consider making the drop there as well. So 135 is no problem for me.
One last thing before I let you go, is there anything you want to tell the MiddleEasy.com readers?
Yeah, thanks for being awesome, MiddleEasy. I love you guys.